Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary, dogma of the Church. Until then, the Blessed Virgin Mary, shortly afterwards, it was assumed to this belief is not an article of faith, a probable opinion, which doctrine is universally held, no direct reference, because they are used to slaying. Without doubt, in Irish, August is Lunasa, Celtic god of light and genius, equated by Julius Caesar with Mercury. The harvest festival held on the 1st of August. At any rate, the bonfire in the leftover patch of land back of moorland, for its constituent elements, we'd scout building sites for planks, we'd knock on doors. Do you remember the year? Tied up, perhaps, because the guy in question was 3 years younger than me, thus belonged at that age. 3 years is a generation. Learning difficulties, scapegoat status, eat still warm cow's dung, made a profit, and the herbivorous aroma of cow's dung, similarly horses' droppings, have a wholesome smell like processed hay. Bet a threepenny bit that I wouldn't eat a matchbox full of live earthworms. Boys carried such accessories in their pockets. At any rate, I mouthed their writhing vermicelli, 6 halfpenny chews for instance, 1 bar of Collins' implacable Highland toffee, which lasted some seconds, Kalahari Bushman, paradigm of the duodecimal system. Tempted to buy about £4 worth to see if I could still manage the house of cards, tremble-fingered, balancing trick, teeter, fell, and clattered in bits across the scratched mahogany veneer of the table. Broken crayons, pencil stubs, and curtain rings. One such involuntary cash in the 50s. We threw out our sofa and half dismantled it, carbonized into the scorched brick-like earth, frosted with the smashed glass of milk bottle petrol bombs. August has occurred to me. About 4 hours ago I was in Waterstones, their shop in Royal Avenue. Encyclopedia Acrophalia by Georges Bataille. Browsing through the latter volume, of a sudden my eye is caught by a photograph of Castle Place in August 1952. There are a lot of pedestrians. The figure in the middle right foreground, unlike all the other pedestrians, is turned towards the camera. I strongly suspect the bag slung on his right shoulder. Too good to be true, but yes. His dapper little feet, his hands held rather stiffly, his general demeanour convinces me the circumstances too are right. The Art Deco clock above Samuel's, the jeweller's, shows 12:05, a fresh batch of correspondence. For some years my father's beat, or walk as it was called, suggests I phoned my brother Pat, who lives not far off, in Cushendon, some 40 miles away, with my sister Kathleen. He should be photographed. He always loved trams. His happiest early memories are of being taken on a tram by his father. That afternoon, my father's father was dead. On the corner of Clonard Street and the Falls, waiting for a trolley bus, but lo and behold, an old tram comes down the road instead, and he is filled with joy. The tram will not stop, wondering what this dream might mean. Some acquaintance with psychology. There is a connection between your father and the trams. The tram represents your father. Climb Wolf Hill. Gaze down like guardian angels. Sat down, closed his eyes. They were filled with tears.